Hello and welcome. This is Miss V from Rockdale Art Center, and I'm about to show you how to draw a Chinese-style dragon. You only need paper and pencil for this, and if you want to, you can add colored pencils, crayons, permanent markers, watercolor, glitter glue, sequins, whatever you have around. So to begin, Chinese dragon, ancient Chinese literature. This is how they describe the Chinese dragon. It varies a little bit, and the text go back 5,000 years or so. So we're going to look for these elements when we draw our dragon, and we're going to get started here. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to start with the end of the nose for our dragon. And I have one, I started here. Okay, here's the beginning of one, and then I'll show you how to add all the details on there. So you just need pencil and paper for this. And we're going to start with the end of the nose of the dragon. And forgive me if this is a little awkward for me to draw this way, but I'll do my best. So the end of the nose of the dragon is basically a peanut shape, like so. And then you're going to add the nostrils on there. After you put the nostrils on, we need to draw the teeth. The teeth are more like a U shape. They're more like hippopotamus teeth, if you think about a hippo. So there's two teeth here. And then after that, we're going to start to draw the jaw and the face. So to do that, we're going to draw a line. This is going to represent one side of the mouth that's open here. And we have to draw the underside of the jaw, like so. All right, and then they have these little beards. So you could draw a beard. It's a wavy line, and it's really thin at the end, and it gets thicker as it goes up towards the mouth. And you do it on the other side. Little wavy line. It's very thin here, and it gets thicker as it goes up here. So this is the start of the dragon. Next, we need to put the tongue inside of the dragon. So start in the middle of the mouth, make it like a snake's tongue. We can erase those lines that are inside of it. So another wavy line, it's going to be forked, kind of like a snake. So a forked tongue here. So back up inside the mouth here. And then you can erase these little lines so we make sure the tongue looks like it's in front of the mouth. It overlaps the mouth. So that's the beginning of our dragon. Next, we have to draw the face. So starting on one side of the nostrils here, this is going to be one side of the face there, and then we're going to draw the side of the jaw. It's kind of wavy. This is one creature where if you like to make wavy lines, it has lots of wavy lines. Okay, so that's the side of the mouth. And then for the inside of the mouth, I'm going to draw lines across. And this video will be saved under Facebook, our Facebook page under videos. So if you need to go back over and see if you missed something, you can go back and watch it again. So these are the lines inside the mouth. If you put your tongue on the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth, you probably feel little bumps, ridges there. That's kind of like what this is. You can see that inside of a dog's mouth. So this shows the inside of the dragon's mouth. And now we're going to do the eyes. So the eyes go across here. We have one eye here, and we're going to make about the same size line here for the other eye. Make it big, arch that way, a big arch this way. And then we're going to have the eyes here. I'm just going to shade them in so they have a little contrast on there. So here's the other eye. You can see where we're at so far. And the other eye on the dragon. And the dragons have beautiful eyelashes. So you want to make some beautiful, fiery eyelashes on your dragon. Nice, wavy, fiery eyelashes. And if you have time in the future, go to the Philadelphia Museum of Art and check out the Art from Asia section. They have a beautiful collection of items there, including items that have dragons on them. So there's one eye here. And we're going to put the other eye over here, eyelashes. Okay, there's the other eyelash. They're beautiful eyelashes. There we go. Now we have to draw the rest of the head. So you want to draw kind of a half circle shape up here on the other side of the eye. And then you need to draw a line that kind of is parallel to this. This is the back of the face of the dragon. And this is going to connect down here, like so. And if you want, you can erase this line, you can leave it. It's up to you. So we have the head of the dragon here. The next thing we need to put on are the ears. So I'm going to draw two lines that go out from the side of the head. And they kind of have ears that are a little bit kind of like a camel. In the description, it says head of a camel. So we have an ear here. We have an ear here. Now the dragon has two ears. And after we draw the ears, the next thing we want to add, in the description, according to the ancient Chinese literature, we have horns of a deer. So the dragon horns are just kind of like this, very similar to antlers on a deer. So we're going to draw a pair of antlers that is just like this. So I'm going to put one antler coming out of the head here. I'm kind of running out of space at the top, but that's okay. Put one antler here, one antler here. Kind of like the antlers I just showed you. Put another antler here, a little point here. It doesn't have a lot of points on it. We have our antlers. The next thing you're going to add on there is a neck frill. Kind of like those lizards that you see in nature documentaries, and they're running from the desert, and then they flip up their neck frill. So we put a neck frill around the back of the head. And so there's the dragon's neck frill. And then it says it has a mane, like a line, I think. So I'm going to put a fiery mane all around the head here. So make it like there's fire coming out from around that beautiful neck frill we have. So I'm putting all this fiery mane around the dragon's head. And these lines could be really fluid and wavy. They look kind of better if they're really fluid and wavy. I'm going to run it to my clipboard there. I'll fix that later. Make some more fiery mane here. There's fiery mane here. I'm going to put a little fire going underneath. So that is the head of the dragon. Now we're going to get into the body. For the body of the dragon, you want to start it kind of in the middle of the chin here. And it's going to be like a big S. So I'm going to go this way. And then we need to make the body kind of have a shape there. Oh, thanks for watching from Connecticut. So, miss you, Nancy and Tommy. Now it's for the body. I'm going to add the body on here. Now you can see my lines are going to overlap a little bit. That's okay. I'm just going to stop there. I'll continue here. I'm going to make this body. So this is like the spine of the dragon. It's going to have spikes on the back here. I'll make it go this way. And then I'm going to go back on the other side of the spine here. I'm going to put spikes along that line. I'll go this way and then around, and then we'll make like an end on the tail. So then we have the whole tail. Next thing we want to do is start adding the claws and the arms on there. So Chinese dragons, they always are associated with lightning, and the powerful dragons have a ball of lightning with them. So I'm just using a button, but if you have a dime or a quarter to trace, if you're drawing a circle, you always want to use some kind of a tracer, because nobody could draw a perfect circle. It looks so much better if you just use a guide like this. So I have a button there. This is going to be where the dragon holds the lightning ball. I'm going to put claws. So your dragon has to have at least 3 claws, or it can have up to 5 claws. The more claws, the more powerful your dragon is. The imperial dragons have 5 claws. They're the most powerful. Lesser dragons have 3 or 4 claws. I'm going to make my imperial dragon, which in ancient times probably would have gotten me killed. All right, so we have 5 claws. You can erase the lines out of the inside of the claws so it looks like it's on top of the lightning ball we're going to add here. And then we need to put like the knuckles that the claws live inside. So this is like your fingernails have skin around them. That's just like the dragons have skin around their claws. And then he has a little hand here, kind of attaching. We can have a giant arm, powerful dragon arm. So we have one arm there. We're going to put another arm over here. We have to move this over a little bit. So you can decide if you want to draw the arm first. So I'll draw an arm that's kind of next to this one here. I'm going to make sure I have room for the claws. All right, so that's next to this one. Next, I'm going to draw the claws. I find it a little bit easier to put the claws in next. It's an imperial dragon, so I will have 5 claws. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have one peeking out from somewhere. I'll put 5 disappears behind this hand here. Then they have to have their fingers. I'll put some fingers here. And then it kind of attaches to the arm over there. I'll put like a little palm. It's going to be like a palm there. All right, so we have 2 arms with claws. And over here, we'll put a claw. Put one over here. So I'm going to put another arm or leg. And I'm going to put my claws down here. So it's an imperial dragon. I'm going to draw 5 claws. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have another one kind of disappearing over here. 5. I'm going to put a little bit of a paw area in the middle. I'm going to have the hand attaching here. These are going to overlap. All right, so that's the dragon's paws there. And then we're going to have, so I think we're going to have one across from here. So this is going to be just like the end of it, like it's just sticking out from under the body. And I'll see if I can fit my 5 claws in here for my powerful dragon. So dragons are associated with the sky and the water. They're usually found with storms and lightning and thunder. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get one more claw. That'll disappear behind there. All right, we're going to put so our dragon has 4 arms. Actually, 2 arms and 2 legs, if you will. Okay, so there's our dragon so far. The next thing we do want to put on here is we need to have the end of our tail. So you can make it kind of fancy. You can make it as fancy as you want. You can decide how fancy this is going to be. And then we could start to put like all the spikes on the side here. So here's a good spot to put some spikes going this way. You can decide. These dragons, they twist and turn. They can tie themselves into knots almost. They're very fluid. So I'll put some spikes here. Maybe I'll have the spikes take a turn and go this way. And then after you put spikes all along the body, you can erase whatever's inside here. You can start to put scales on the body of the dragon. And I'll show you one that's a little bit more finished. So making the scales, that'll take a long time, but they're very easy to make. Okay, here's the spiky part on the back of the dragon. So I'm putting spikes on the back of the dragon's spine. And then you could start to put scales. So on this dragon here, I did my scales with color. He's not quite done, but he's getting there. And you could see the ball of lightning here, so I drew lightning. And then I took a white crayon, and I started to draw lines with a white crayon. And you're not going to see it at first, but when you put watercolor on top of it, you take your brush, you put watercolor on top of it, all those lightning lines are going to stand out. It's really going to look like electricity, because dragons are associated with thunder and lightning. So this I did rainbow scales, and I'll show you how to do some scales in the body, and then you could take off on your own and keep adding to this and coloring it in. So to start some scales, it's just like fish scales. If you draw a fish, they're just half circles. And according to the descriptions in ancient literature from China, going back 4,000, 5,000 years, there should be scales of a carp. I don't see that one here, but I know there are scales of a carp on some descriptions. The descriptions vary according to the text. So here are some more scales. So you could keep going with these scales. And keep going. And you could do pencil shading and just have this be a black and white drawing of a dragon, or you can add color on this all over it. And I'll show my color one in just a second before I sign off here. But this will take a while. So you can keep going all across the body. Keep filling it in. I would continue over here. This is behind the mane. So you want to make sure you're alternating where the circles are, where they overlap. So it's almost like a brick pattern. Going across here. So you'd fill up the whole body doing this. Then you can also do the arms and the legs. So you would have each arm and leg have their own pattern of scales. And you can also, on these, if you have an area you think should be a belly, you could put that on here. Maybe there's a little bit of belly showing right about here. It says belly of a clam. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but generally you kind of see patterns like this on the bellies of the dragons. Make sure it turns with the body. And as always, I'd love for you to post your dragon drawings in the comments of the video. We're really enjoying seeing what everybody's making at home. And if you're able to, you could contribute via the website. There's a link, and Venmo at Rockdale Art Center or Cash App. If you're able to, if not, don't worry about it. We're all in the same boat here. So, but it's helpful for us to keep doing these lessons. So this can take all day long or all weekend long. Keep adding scales, and you can make all different color scales. So you can see I'm going with my scales here. This one I was doing like a rainbow dragon. I'm changing all the colors, making the colors look really pretty there. So you can do the scales with all kinds of colors. You can take your white crayon. I'm going to add some lightning. I'm going to draw some with a pencil here. Just going to give it like a white area around it. That's going to have some fiery lightning coming out of it. I can do that with a color pencil. And then you can also draw lightning bolts, do squiggly lines with their crayon. And then you can start to have lightning going everywhere. There's lots of power and electricity associated with these dragons. I also recommend you read up on art and literature from ancient China. It's very interesting. Beautiful artwork. Go to Philadelphia Museum of Art. Check out their section about the arts from Asia. Beautiful stuff in there. I'll show you real quick how this looks with a little bit of watercolor on top. So I added lightning on there. You can't see it now, but as I paint over it, you can start to see that lightning happen. So this is a great way to get your dragon surrounded by electricity. There's another lightning bolt appearing. So fill your sky with lightning and drama and storm. And please post your picture in the comments. Like I said, we're really enjoying seeing everybody's pictures and artworks. I just started posting the videos to YouTube. I'm a novice at that, so just forgive me if I'm making a mess of YouTube. But I'm going to try and get some better quality videos on YouTube in the next week. There's a quick change over here between doing classes in person and this kind of work online. And of course, we plan on having summer classes here. So you can always ask what's coming up in the summertime as soon as we know what's going on with everybody's social distancing. So thank you for watching. Draw your scales on your dragon, add color to your dragon, or just do pencil shading. You can do really cool shading with your pencils. And then post your picture, and then we'll be back Monday through Friday afternoons next week, every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday, we're going to have some kind of art project for you to do, and we're going to try and get a list up Sunday, so you know what's coming up in the next week. Okay, thank you for joining us. Have a fabulous weekend,